All right. Hey, everyone. We are back with episode 2 of Big Clit Energy. I am your host, Brianna Terry, and our other host,
Chandler Coley.
And today we have our first guest on the show.
Da-da-da-da!
Arianna Tate.
Woo! What's up, Arianna?
What's up?
So tell us a bit about yourself.
So I am an IFBB Pro. I went pro in December of 2020 at USA's Class A champ. I've been competing since 2012.
Did you start in the figure division?
No, I started in bikini.
Okay.
So I started in bikini. I got into lifting in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did my first show in 2012 in bikini. And then I competed in figure in 2016. And then from there, I just kind of kept going.
Yeah. So like 4 years of growing into the division that you...
Yes.
Was figure something that you always wanted to do?
No.
What did you just want to say bikini?
Yeah, I just want to say bikini.
Really? Why is that?
I like the division, but my body, like, just the way that I was built, it wasn't made for the bikini division.
My body was never made for bikini either, no matter what I did.
Joe and I were joking the other day that, like, if I ever did bikini, I'd literally have to get cancer.
It's true.
All of my muscle mass. Like, there's absolutely no way. I'd have to get very sick.
When I first started working out, what I did was I would run, and then I would do, like, have you seen the videos of the home workout videos where it's a box and you step on the box?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I used to do that.
That's what I did. And I would run 5 miles a day in sweats, come back, do Insanity or that box step workout.
I did Insanity once.
And I was trying so hard to get a fucking thigh gap. And guess what? I never got a thigh gap.
Dude,
I ate grapes and lettuce.
Oh,
do you know how many of those fucking, like, good girls I did
to
get the thigh gap? And I was like, they're just getting bigger.
I know. Yeah, I was running hills. I was running fucking hills. It was disastrous. It was absolutely disastrous.
Holy shit. That's,
No, I used to go on demand. You know, when they had on demand or whatever, Comcast.
Yes, yeah.
And you know, those girls, the Playboy girls.
Yeah.
I used to watch them do their workouts.
Oh my God.
So I would get, you know, Coca-Cola cans or whatever, and I would, you know, do bicep curls.
Yeah. Is that how you started, like, working out? Was that your start?
Well, I think that was like when I was about, like, I think it was 15. Mm-hmm. But I got into training when I was 18.
Okay.
Did my first show when I was 19, and now I'm 28. So
we're about the same age getting into bodybuilding.
Yeah. So that's, you know, kind of how I started and stuff. Well, you know, I did the spray tanning too.
Yeah.
So I traveled. I did that for 6 years, traveling to, you know, different states, and I actually would spray tan bodybuilders. That's how I met my husband.
Oh, so tell us a little bit about your husband.
Well, so my husband is a pro. Okay. He went pro in 2013. He's done like 30 shows. He's been in the industry. Shit. I mean, obviously we have an age gap. Yeah. Him and I, you know, we're 18 years apart.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it, but
I know. Hey.
But he's got those.
We love that for you.
Genes, though. But we met at a bodybuilding show when I was spray tanning, actually, and he was the guest poser for the show.
Did you tan him for the show?
No, I didn't. Everyone asked me that.
I was going to say, like, did you just look at him naked like, hey, baby?
Did you see everything?
Yeah, like, no. I want this one.
Yeah, no, I actually was supposed to, but I didn't. I didn't end up tanning him.
Did he get a tan for the show?
He did, yes.
Okay.
And, I mean, how we started talking was he asked if someone would, you know, video record him on stage, you know, his, you know, guest posing appearance or whatever. And I said, you know, I didn't want to be backstage. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, I'm going to get the hell
out of here. She didn't want to be backstage.
So I was like, I'll do it. And then after that, he wouldn't, like, you know, after I record him and stuff, he wouldn't leave me alone. He followed me around and was, you know, asking me for my number. And then I said, I'm not going to give you my number. I was like, you got Facebook? He's like, yeah. So I asked him his Facebook, like his name and everything. Well, he was already my friend on Facebook.
Oh, shit.
And so then he's like, well, you really got to give me your number. And then we just, you know, started talking from there. And then, we've been together for over 7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he know that he followed you on Facebook?
No.
He had no idea?
Nope.
That's so funny.
This is time people are just fucking adding each other.
Literally, because Facebook was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have, like, literally, like, so many friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And now it's ruined by all of our parents and grandparents.
Oh, yes.
Anymore.
And politics.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Every time I go on Facebook, it's literally like politics, drama.
Yeah.
Someone's died.
Yes, that's what to say.
Unfortunately, that's every time I go on
Or
Facebook.
someone's
That's all it
pregnant.
is. Yeah, or someone's in jail.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I was
or
talking,
someone's missing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I was talking to a friend
unfortunately.
the other day about like the whole pregnancy shit because like I'm 25, you know, like
Yeah.
this is around the time people sometimes start having kids, and I
Yeah.
still see like people who I like graduated with and they're pregnant. I'm like, oh fuck, like what are you gonna do? Like you're fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
And then you realize,
I'm an adult.
Wait, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing for me, but it
like,
might be for
you're
you.
with someone, like you're married,
Yeah.
like I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's funny.
I know. Are you gonna get an abortion? I've been married for 4 years. Oh, I guess you're right.
Carry on.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
yeah, all my friends from high school, they're all having babies now.
Yep.
And I mean, they're having like more than one.
Yep. I
And
know.
I'm just like over here. Everyone's asking me, when are you going to have kids? I'm like, no,
Oh, I get that
not
question
anytime soon.
all the time.
That's such a rude fucking
To me,
question.
it is. It's like, when are you gonna have kids? I'm like, I'm not gonna have children. Do you know what people's response to me is sometimes?
Oh, you'll change your mind.
Oh no. This is, I swear to God, when I heard this, I've heard this multiple times. I was shocked. I was like, this is why you had children? Their response to me is, well, who's going to take care of you when you're old?
Oh my gosh, I've heard that.
Kill me.
I'm literally like, you're popping out children
Yeah.
as a caregiver for when you're old? That's why you had kids?
I'm sorry. As soon as I can't wipe my own ass, I'm ready to go. Like,
Just put me in assisted living.
like,
Well,
Okay.
I'll just get a bidet.
Oh my God.
Bidet, thank you.
Bidet?
I just...
a little squirt on
You
the
ever used one of
asshole.
those before?
I haven't. I heard they're awesome.
Oh, they go straight up everything.
You can like buy them like as attachments.
My
to
parents
your-
have one.
Damn.
Yep, I use...
But wait, hold on. With the bidet though, like obviously it's spraying your asshole clean, you know.
Yeah.
But like it's still wet
Yeah, so you gotta
still
wipe that water.
a little bit. But then
Or dab it.
But then toilet paper and water don't mix, you know.
True.
After a while,
I think in Europe, don't they have towels?
that'd be nice.
I think they do have like little
Or like a
towels
little-
or different types of toilet paper.
Yeah, like give me a little wet wipe or like
Yeah,
a paper
something
towel or
like that.
something like that.
I don't know. I've never been to Europe.
Yeah. Speaking of shitty things, let's talk about dating.
Oh God, dating.
Dating in the
So,
bodybuilding.
Dating in the fitness industry,
Yeah.
So
or even as just like a muscular woman.
dating as a muscular woman is interesting, to say the least. I'm thankfully fucking married,
Yeah.
but before I was married, it was interesting. I thought, honestly, okay, so I thought the bigger I got, the less I would get hit on. That
Oh,
is
no.
absolutely not the
Oh
truth.
no.
The bigger I get, the more inappropriate shit I get fucking commented on. Weird pictures
Yeah.
get sent to me. Weird messages get sent to me. Like,
The bigger you get, you're just like opening new doors to different worlds.
yes, it's
You
crazy.
stand out. You're not.
Yeah.
You know,
not average.
Ain't no regular bitch.
no, definitely not. Because even if you don't like it, you're curious about it. So,
Yeah.
so you're intrigued.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's why it becomes like the fetish shit.
Yeah,
That's weird.
let's not get down the fetish
Yeah.
road. Before Jason, though, Jason's my first boyfriend.
Yeah.
So that isn't to say I didn't have flings in the industry before Jason.
They just weren't good enough.
No, they were definitely not good enough.
Sorry.
You're probably not listening,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
definitely not good enough. Yeah, I had little flings. You know, most of the time I just would use them for their weed and food that they would give me.
Oh my
But yeah,
Resources.
yeah, no,
You're allocating
I'm like, you
resources.
can just rub my back and make me food, and then we'll be good.
And then I'll go home.
Yeah, literally. You know what? I will tell you this though. I don't know if I should say this story. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because this is real podcast.
Yes.
So, there was a guy I was hooking up with
Uh-huh.
when I was younger, and I liked him. He was cool, but he was totally a friend.
Yeah.
He was not someone I ever saw like a real connection with.
Yeah.
But I would go over to his house and we'd get really high, and he would make me Brussels sprouts and chicken, and then
Brussels sprouts.
and then we would have sex, right?
Yeah.
And many times, okay, we would be having sex. I'd fall asleep, straight up fall asleep.
Not like during.
No, during. Straight up during, like this.
Oh,
like
man.
I would eat, I'd lay down, and I'd be so high, and it was not an impressive experience for me. So I would literally just be like, and I would wake up, or he would wake me up, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck!" I'm like, "Oh,
dude, I'm
sorry."
inside you right now.
That should happen to me.
No.
Well, with my husband.
Oh no!
I woke up and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Wait, did you start it before you were asleep?
No, I was sleeping.
Oh,
And I realized he's on me.
Yeah, trying to wake you up.
me, and
Wake you up with a little surprise.
and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, but I literally was sleeping the whole time.
Yeah. Oh
Towards
my
the end,
god.
when he's
Yeah, you're like, this is cool, but like, I'm not.
But I'm not even
I
conscious.
like this, but
he's like, "Babe, you let me though." I'm like, "I was sleeping." You mean I fucking let you? I didn't even know what you were doing. I was so half out of it. I took 2 fucking Benadryl.
Oh shit.
My allergies are killing me, so I just passed out. So
Hey.
I figured, you know what? This is my time.
if
Went right in.
I go.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you're still dating right now because you're not married.
I am. I'm in a serious relationship. A very serious relationship.
Good
I love
answer.
it. He's also right there. No, I'm kidding. What's up, Joe? No, yes. We've been dating for... I don't even know how long now. It's under a year.
Okay. Yeah.
But we've been friends for longer than that.
Yeah, so you've known each other.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we've known
you guys
each
are
other
friends before.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is
That's the best
the
thing.
coolest thing about
Yeah.
our relationship, because I've never done that with somebody. And so to like know a person before you like jump into like the serious shit, like go from like platonic to fucking and so I'm super happy, and I'm gonna marry that dude.
Aww. That's so cute.
But I have had my fair share of douching. Yeah, douches. I mean, I'm not gonna trash all of them. I mean, I'm not fucking perfect either, you know.
Were they like actual relationships?
The last 2 out of 3, yeah.
Yeah.
The other one was like this weird, fucking toxic shit that lasted like way too long.
Oh god.
Whatever.
That sounds fun.
Wishing the best. That's a story of it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
For another time. But yeah, it's funny because it's like, obviously, like bodybuilding and powerlifting are different, but it still carries the same tone that like dating within your respective industry or sport is like very incestuous.
It is. You know, and it's also like the thing about dating within the industry is, okay, look, I'm a muscular woman. I like big men.
Yeah.
I don't like small men.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything against small men.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some very attractive small men out there, but I like some big, meaty, muscular, them fucking forearms.
Yeah.
I love that shit. You know? Hey, I love it. So there's only so many big muscular men.
Yeah.
There's only so many big muscular women.
Yeah.
And we all tend to, you know, float in the same circle.
Yeah.
So if you like big muscular people and you have friends that are big muscular people, you guys are all going to end up hitting heads at some point or another.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with dating within the industry.
Yeah. No, I agree.
How was your experience in the...
Oh man.
Who'd you date before Troy?
Oh God. It's been a long time. I've been with this man since 2014. Well, my ex before him, actually, he was my first ever trainer. And him and I were together off and on, I think, for about 2 years. He had his own gym. He had his own show. He used to compete, you know, but I just knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. You know, he had a lot of issues, and he actually passed away 2017.
All right.
Yeah, so I just didn't see it going anywhere. He never wanted to get married, and he never wanted to have kids, and he wasn't like very attractive.
Big clit energy.
But he had a great personality, a really big heart, really caring person, but I just felt more like he was just a better friend, you know? So that was the last
resource
person
to use.
Yeah, he's great. He was able to comfort me. You know, but it was just kind of like, you know, I I guess the guys that I dated before, like, I guess I wasn't really serious with bodybuilding, so I didn't have the amount of muscle that I do now.
Yeah.
Like, because when I got with Troy, my husband, you know, I was a lot smaller. I was bikini, you know, and I put on the muscle I put on is since I've been with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've bumped heads a lot. You know, bodybuilding is when you're both a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And you both are prepping, or, you know,
I'm sure it's similar for
powerlifting or, you know, anything, but it can be, it is a selfish sport.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, Troy and I, we've had a lot of times where, you know, he's always supported me, but it would be kind of like a thing where sometimes I'd feel like it's all about him, and it would kind of take away from me if I was in prep and I needed that extra support.
Yeah.
And, or, you know, like the insecurity issues within, you know, the body dysmorphia, which my husband has some of that.
Yeah. I think
I love you, but you do. Anyways,
I feel like if you're an athlete,
it's very common.
really at any level, you know, it doesn't matter if you're up the top, you're gonna have that.
It's
body dysmorphia.
Well, yeah, especially like, you know, when you've seen yourself at a leaner state and you've put on weight, or like you've gone through those stages, you know, if you're not competing, or like social media to, you know, things like that.
Oh, the comparison game.
I mean, and then people with their fucking angles and shit, you know, and they see them in Photoshop. You're like, you know, like anything like you did on Instagram.
Okay, let me tell you something. The first time I ever went to a Fit Expo and I saw these fucking fitness sensations in real life,
oh my god,
I was shocked. I'm like, this bitch does not have a six-pack.
Yeah.
On Instagram, she
Days
has
ago.
a six-pack. Like, in that hotel lighting, she had a six-pack.
Yeah.
So where the fuck did it go? Because I see legit left handles.
Or it looks like they have like a nice butt.
Yeah.
And then you see them in person, you're like,
where did it go?
Yeah. That was my worst fear ever, is like looking different on social media than I do in real life.
You don't, though.
Thank God.
I feel like I look way better in person than I do on social media.
I think you look good on social media.
I think you look good either way.
I feel like I don't ever capture my essence.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's so much more to a person than
essence.
My essence.
I need to post more. I don't post enough of myself. I just post
Oh shit!
I told myself I'm going to start posting, you know, me more.
Yeah, you got to put your page.
Gotta do those photo shoots.
Yeah.
Dude, photo shoots has been like the biggest thing for me lately. Like, I've done more photo shoots in the past year than I have literally in like my entire fucking life.
Really?
Yeah. I always hated like my photo being taken.
Me too.
You know, like I would, especially like the fucking candid ones. You don't know when someone's taking a picture, and then you're like, I have a fucking double chin. My face is thick as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I look like a refrigerator. And you guys are letting me walk around like this?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So like in this past like, I don't know, like 2 years or so, I've like kind of been more comfortable with my body, and I was like, I feel like I look good. I want to fucking document this.
Yeah.
Like, I want to show my kids or whoever, like, I was fucking hot.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
You know, like,
that's,
and eventually I want to make like some sort of physical photo album, like a book. Like all my photos I took in like my 20s. That sounds so superficial.
What is this photo album of your mom's naked pictures on the coffee table?
There's just a shrine of me at my fucking house. I deserve it.
Could you imagine? Your mom's got a red fong in this picture.
Oh my god. It should be like in the bathrooms. Like reading material.
Reading material?
Not with my fucking kids. Just like
oh my god.
Fucking guests at the house. God damn it.
Oh my god.
I didn't mean to make that weird.
I definitely post more, but I've been, you know, I dealt with some body dysmorphia, you know, recently, and I'm trying to get, you know, back into where I feel comfortable. So.
Yeah. I feel like that body dysmorphia thing it's a lot more prevalent, thank you, with women than it is with men. Because, like, I know men suffer from it a little bit, but I feel like it's really bad,
especially like
in the female fitness industry.
Yeah, men do, like, with muscularity.
Yes,
like, that's how my husband, you know.
That's how Jason gets, like,
he gets really, like, he doesn't think he's big enough, or I didn't get all my food in, I'm going to lose my muscle, I didn't get I didn't hit my protein.
The daily freak out.
It's like your muscles aren't gonna fucking atrophy from one day.
Or you didn't train like 3 days in 1 week. Oh my gosh, I didn't train.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's just
like,
give yourself, like, let yourself chill. Like, it's okay. Like, you're consistent most of the time.
It's funny how we say that to them, but it's like,
I don't
follow that.
I'm good in my improvement season. I let myself chill a bit. But when, you know, I'm in prep, it's like,
prep is different.
it's like you gotta be like 100. Like, you know.
Yep. I've gotten really good with like my body dysmorphia and like my view of myself because I think what changed it for me was when I went to college and like I went to like nutrition classes in college and I looked at the way that normal people viewed like food and like food intake and what a healthy diet was and like what a healthy like body was is when I really started to understand the difference between like the fitness industry concept of healthy and like a normal person's concept of healthy. So when I saw that, I was like, damn, dude, even at my like thickest, I'm still like way healthier and fitter than 99% of people.
I totally get what you're saying.
So when I started to see that, I was like, well, I need to fucking like pull my head out of my ass and realize like I'm not fat. You know, like I'm thick and I'm muscular and I'm always going to be thick and muscular, but I'm not, you know, overweight like some people think. And I shouldn't be scared to show people that I'm not shredded all the time. You know?
You really, I mean, you seem confident.
It doesn't bother me.
And I look up to that. I really do. And that's one thing is I try to look up to other girls that are like, because I see it on Instagram. I'm like, wow, like she's thicker, but she looks great and she shows it off. Yeah. You know, I still struggle with that myself. And it's, you know, it's a battle, but I'm trying to get through it. And it's hard because when I prepped for USAs and then obviously I did a qualifier before that, I was shredded for almost a year straight, like very lean. So because, you know, COVID and all that shit. So I got so used to seeing myself very lean. And then after that, it was kind of like, you know, I went through, you know, depression, you know, a lot of losses and stuff that I had dealt with throughout my prep. But it was kind of like, it was so hard for me to like I would try to reverse, but then, you know, just as coming off of the supplements too, your hormones trying to balance self out, and then hypothyroidism, it was just so much. And then putting on that weight, it's like, you know, you're like, every day, you're like, what the fuck? Like, and then you want to be good on your plan, you try to, but then you're depressed and you're like, you want to eat because you know what I mean? It's
donuts.
It's like a fucking cycle, and it was hard for me to like, and obviously I haven't, now that it's been a while since my last show, I'm in a better place, but it's taken me time, you know, to get to where I'm feeling now. Yeah.
I think one thing that we also forget is like, we're comparing ourselves to people who are like in way different time frames than we are. Like, if you're in your off season and someone's in prep,
you can't
fucking because that person has been dieting for 8 weeks straight.
Yeah, and they're probably eating like
they're doing cardio, all this shit, and like, you're chilling at maintenance or bulking or whatever.
Eating burgers every night. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's just that's funny too, because it's like I have that same issue, obviously, just because like being a woman too. But in powerlifting, it's like, fuck, this bitch is so much stronger than me right now.
So it's
two different things too, and it's like, okay, like I'm in off season, I'm doing hypertrophy work, like I'm doing my own shit. This person is like 6 weeks out. From me. Like they're starting to get heavy and shit like that. And it brings a whole nother element to it as well. It's so weird. It sucks because it's like they could be in a different class than you. Like it doesn't fucking matter. It's just a comparison. It's just because it's like when I'm like 6 weeks out, that's when I'm kind of starting to hate my life. You know, like I'm tired all the time, everything's getting heavier, you know, like I need to deload pretty soon so then I can ramp back up.
You're about at that point now, aren't you?
I'm in the point where I'm ramping back up now. I'm 4 weeks out of my meet. So
how's your nutrition work? Like, so with powerlifting, obviously bodybuilding, powerlifting is different. So
ideally, at a certain level, like if you're going, I would say if you're going for like a world record or some sort of record or trying to win this meet, whatever, that's when you should probably do a weight cut. So like I walk around right now, I'm like 180. Okay. But I compete at 165.
Okay, so
you have to I either have to diet earlier or like maintain a lighter weight in the off season so that I'm not in a huge deficit going into a fucking strength block.
Yeah.
But right now I am in a deficit. Okay. But it's a maintainable deficit. So even though it'd be nice to be at maintenance, I need to lose a couple more pounds before I start my water cut. Because we do the whole water, sodium manipulation or whatever. So that's how it kind of works. But it's completely different than fucking, it's super fucking weird. But I mean, like.
And so what I learned the last podcast was, do you remember what I said today with like more weight moves more weight?
Yeah.
So she was explaining that to me because she could walk around at like 165, but she wouldn't be as strong.
No. Yeah, I'm way stronger when I was like 160, and then obviously now I'm down to 146-ish.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm still able to lift the same amount, like the weight, but I can't, the reps have changed.
Exactly. And then it's like, and then if I lose weight too quickly, my leverages are different. So I get used to that and shit like that. So like, in a perfect world, if I'm like 180 right now, I would diet down. Once I take out the compound that I'm on, that makes me hold a little bit of water, I'll probably lose like maybe 3 pounds. So if I can get off 2 more pounds in like 3 weeks, which shouldn't totally be hard at all.
Yeah, totally doable.
Then I'll just water cut the rest from 175 to go to 165. But then I recomp after that, like I get IVs, I drink a ton of fucking water, I eat all the food I can.
Yeah.
And so like I was telling Chandler last episode, I weighed in at 165, and by the time I went to bed, I was 187.
Holy shit.
I don't even walk around at 187. But I hydrated so hard and like ate Chinese food and like fucking bunch of fruit.
So you
just
give yourself that sodium glycogen so you're able to go in the next day and you have that strength.
Mm-hmm.
Because there would have been no way you could have, if you didn't have 8, you would have felt like shit.
Yeah, and I overeat so much and get even over because I want to have a bloat. Like I want to be able to brace into my fucking belt and shit like that.
Yeah, we're like, it's totally opposite.
Yeah,
exactly opposite.
Like I'm trying to get as big as possible.
Yeah.
So, like, the weight classes are
like, let's get you
lift.
But I love that.
That's how I felt today.
Yeah, I love that though.
Yeah.
So it's different, but it's instead of looking at it like how you look, it's different. It's based off of your strength.
Yeah, it's performance.
And that's what you enjoy doing. That.
Yeah, so I like jumped 2 weight classes overnight because it's like the 165 class you can't weigh more than 165.3, 181 can't weigh more than 181, and then there's 198. So I jumped 2 fucking weight classes.
Holy.
In like 12 hours.
God, that's
crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It's impressive.
So here's my question. So I know in bodybuilding we constantly look up fucking our competitors on Instagram and are like, what does this bitch look like? What does this bitch look like? What does this bitch look like?
This girl. But I like it.
So it's motivating for me. I like it.
Yeah. This girl's doing this show.
I'm like, look at this bitch.
Yeah.
But is that something you guys do too?
Yeah. So I do look at my other competitors, but it doesn't bother me. Like it motivates me.
Yeah.
It used to be really toxic for me, like really bad, because they're so much stronger than me. I have no business like doing this shit. Like what am I doing? Like I'm
psych yourself out.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna get my ass beat at this meet.
Yeah.
And now I feel like it just motivates me. It makes me happy for them, honestly, though, because like I'm at a point in like my powerlifting career, if you want to call it that. Like I've done more than I ever thought I would fucking do. Like I've accomplished what I can accomplish, and I'm pretty sure of myself and my abilities. And I don't even think I've like hit the ceiling yet, or I'm even close to hitting the ceiling. So like knowing that and like being more confident in myself, that also comes with like fucking growing up and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like looking at my fucking competitors.
I do too.
Like, I want to go to, like, I'm going to compete.
Right.
I want competition.
Yes. Okay, so I'm a competitive person.
Yeah.
I played sports my whole life. I didn't like shy away from competitors. Like I like to look at it because they're working hard. I'm gonna work just as fucking hard, if not harder.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's motivating to me.
Exactly.
I don't ever look at people and I'm like, sometimes every once in a while someone will pop up and I'm like, fuck. Like, gosh damn. Like this bitch's legs are peeled.
That girl I showed you who won the overall USA's.
I saw her and I was like, I hope she is not in that class. You know, because when you're reasonable, you know what you can beat and you know what you can't beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and there's some things that you cannot change about your structure, you know? Yeah. So every once in a while, someone will pop up. But this is one thing I will say. Most of the women I have looked at on social media and have been kind of like, oof, like this is going to be my competition. When I see them in person, they are never even close to what I expected them to be.
Yeah.
Because like what we were talking about earlier, Instagram and the angles and the lighting.
Yeah.
Some of these people, the way they do this, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Or they structure their photos so much to make themselves look leaner.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when they're on, you and I, we know one of those people who did that.
Who?
I want to check her out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chelsea girl.
Which Chelsea girl? Wait, you mean
Your old
my old friend, the devil
She would
reincarnated?
structure the shit out of her photos. And then when she stepped on stage, sorry, by the way, she was not lean. And I'm sorry, but it's just like, you can, structure all you want, use all these filters, but that doesn't, none of that matters, because when you're on stage, you can't do any of that
lights
shit.
don't fucking lie.
Nope.
Yep, sorry.
That's what I
You
don't
can't hide that cottage cheese, baby girl. That's just coming out.
Why are you gonna do that when you're gonna the photoshopping or whatever the hell?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a competitor and you're doing that, why? Like, they'll make their waist smaller.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll make their shoulders look bigger, and
Yep.
it's so obvious. And then when you see them on stage, you're like, they don't look anything like
No. Okay,
for
so
likes.
I've
or
never
followers.
understood that. I've never understood that.
Yeah,
It's
Like-
so like, what's the fucking chemical? The serotonin that
Serotonin.
you get from the likes. It's like, this
yeah.
shit's
Gosh.
addicting. It is addicting, because it's
So-
like, if you're ever peeled, or if you ever hit a big lift, if you have social media and you have other friends on there,
Like, bitch, you better look at me.
Look at this shit. Yeah.
Okay, so I've never understood the photoshopping and all that. If you were to look at my page, all of my progress photos that I post have zero editing on them.
Yeah.
I do not edit my progress.
Why would
photos.
you edit your progress photos?
Yeah.
That takes
I don't
away from the
know.
point.
I don't know. All of my client progress photos, zero editing.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
literally
totally get it,
their
yeah.
picture they sent me, I put it up.
Yeah.
Same with my shit. I take a picture, oh, hey, put it up.
Yeah.
I do not ever edit full progress pictures. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think it's complete
Or
bullshit.
like when I've had clients send me photos and they looked like they were edited or had a filter on them.
What?
And I'm like, yo, we're in contest prep. I need to see what you really look like, not what you want to look like.
Thank God I've never had clients do that.
No, I've had a client Photoshop her photo one time.
That's
And
wild.
tagged me, and you know what? I didn't even notice until my other client pointed it out, and I was like, and I had to say something.
Yeah.
She kept denying it.
Absolutely.
But when you see the back of the wall or something
Yeah.
like hook it like this or whatever,
Yeah.
you
We
know,
have friends.
it's just sad.
Yeah, that do that.
You know who you are. Who legit will edit their photos so much that their fucking shoulders are bigger than their heads.
Yeah.
Men, I'm talking about men that do that.
Yeah.
And their waist is this big.
And their thighs are huge.
Yeah. And you don't have that motherfucker. I saw you yesterday. You do not look like that.
That is terrible.
I just don't understand how that helps anyone in contest prep, especially because it's like, if you don't really look as lean as you need to be,
Yeah.
why would you tell that to your coach, and then when you need a little bit less food or you need to take something
They're not
out,
gonna
yeah.
Yep.
So you're paying for what?
And then they're going to give you a cheat meal and you don't need one.
And then you're gonna go on stage looking like a joke.
And you're gonna make your coach look like a fucking joke, and
yeah.
it's like,
Bro.
I think what people should do is with their coaches, if you're in contest prep closer to your show, send videos if you pose in
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
Send videos so then the coach can see you in every angle.
Yep.
Because the problem is these girls, and obviously guys too, but they'll take their photos and they'll take it from real far away, right? And then they'll use really good lighting, and then it almost looks like they're leaner.
Yeah.
The picture's so far away.
Uh-huh.
And then they send it to their coach, and then I know this girl who's doing it, and I see her in person. I'm like, you don't even look like that picture.
Mm-hmm.
And now your coach is going to think that you're really. It's ridiculous. Just and have your photos be consistent.
Oh, I know.
And don't cut off your fucking
I know.
head all the time.
And there's a lot of delusional competitors, plain up delusional. I just did my first show. I got last at my first show. But I'm gonna go pro this year.
Oh man.
Oh God!
You know what though? Right now, with how it's going at the national level, it's a lot easier now.
That's what we said last episode.
When we did it at USA's, and when I went pro, USA's was the hardest show
that USA's was one of the hardest USA's I've seen in a long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there was some really good competitors. The girl who won the overall
nuts.
She was
Nuts.
amazing. I even told her, I was like, yo, I was like, I might be going pro, but I am not going to beat you in the overall because you're going to win.
She looked incredible.
She was the sweetest. She is very feminine, beautiful woman.
Yeah, she was awesome.
But no, it's just, the thing is, you got these girls that, because top 5 qualify now for nationals because of the COVID, the whole crowd.
Yes.
The biggest problem is they're losing entries because a lot of people, aren't competing or because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone's like, oh, I qualified. I'm going to do a national show. And what's happening is you get all these people showing up that don't even look like they belong on a national stage. And then they're going pro or they're getting third. Oh, I missed my pro card by 1 spot.
Yeah.
It's just like...
That's what we were saying last episode, too, because it's like, you might have gotten your pro card, but like...
you're going to do it that way.
You're not a pro.
You're going to get your ass beat. So then you have these people who are taking these 1, 2, 3 year off seasons to do their fucking pro debut.
And you know what? Most of them still look terrible. Because there's a lot of people that go pro that should have never gone pro. Like, there are people that I have seen this past USA that went pro that I literally, my fucking mouth dropped.
Yeah.
I'm like, your ass is jiggling when you walk across stage.
I'm glad I never had that either.
You have fucking, like, skin hanging over your knees. And you just went pro.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
yeah.
My mind was blown.
Yeah, at that high of a level of competing, there's, like, a certain standard.
Yes, there is.
And it, like... Disclaimer, like, it's not fucking ideal or, like, not the healthy thing for everybody.
Of course.
So, like, when we say this, like, this is coming from purely, like, the bodybuilding level.
Don't get into bodybuilding to be healthy. Okay?
Yeah,
that's not why you get into bodybuilding.
Yeah, it's not healthy getting to an extreme low body fat, especially for women.
Yeah.
Because we,
lose your period.
We're supposed to, we're all body fat on us to carry a child. A guy can stay leaner year round and be actually healthier. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, PEDs, when PEDs are involved, we have to make sure we're doing things right, getting our blood work and not abusing things. And that's really important too, because at the national level especially the pro level, I mean, everybody who competes as a pro, mostly, if you want to do well, pretty much 99%, everyone is
very on gear.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's on gear.
Yeah, and maybe there's bikini girls that I know, like Erin Stern. She's natural and she looks amazing, but she's also been training for how many years?
I was going to say how long she's been training.
Bikini might be the only one that you could get away.
I do Novadex, maybe some fat burners or something.
If we were back 8 years ago, I would say figure you could have done naturally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They had no lines in their legs.
Yeah, with the conditioning now, though. Like,
no. We were
there's
talking
no
about that with Flex and Justin. Or with Justin, I think.
We were talking about that today. And that's the thing that it starts to get on the point of, like, I don't know. For me, look, I love bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I have no problem taking gear. But this whole sport, everyone has to now take gear.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me because I'm okay with taking gear, but I truly think, like, if you really want to do well in this sport, you have to take gear. If you don't want to take gear, go to a natural organization.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're not going to do well in the UFC
don't waste your time.
That's why a lot of drug-free lifters lift in, like, the USAPL, which is a federation, versus, like, federation that I compete in. Which has tested divisions, but I compete untested.
Exactly.
And there are those anomalies that are fucking good and that are really drug-free.
Yeah, there's genetic freaks, even in bodybuilding.
But there are. Yeah.
Keone or whatever, he went pro, natural. Yeah. He was natural. Keone? Whatever his name is.
He was natural?
Yes. Yep.
The classic guy that's just moved up to bodybuilding, right?
He's been enhanced now for a little over a year, but when
he was fucking natural.
Yeah, he worked with my old coach Lloyd Herford, and I found out he was. Do you
know who that is?
Crazy, but he has crazy genetics. So I'm saying there's people that have those crazy genetics, but once you are able to get to your you've surpassed your natural abilities.
Yes.
Eventually, you're gonna, if you want to keep competing and do well and make it to the top, like these guys and, and here's
the thing.
You're gonna have to make that decision,
If you were to go to the top level of any sport, I'm not just talking bodybuilding. I'm talking football. Yeah. I'm talking basketball, baseball, all of it. Running, sprinting, shot putting, whatever fuck sport you're doing.
Yeah.
These people are doing something.
Yeah.
They are enhanced.
Yeah.
there is no way that they are performing all of these acts at this inhuman ability naturally.
And it's like, if you think that you are that genetic anomaly, you probably are.
It's already hard.
I'm going to give you a hint. You're not.
Yeah. And that's literally like 1 in every, 1,000 person?
Maybe.
In the competitive sport pool?
Yes.
Like,
it's already hard enough training really hard and being in a deficit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine not taking something to help me.
Even if you were natural, you'd have to, the money you would have to shell out on recovery alone would be fucking insane.
You're going to be more
thousands a month, a week. Like,
especially for you guys. I feel like you guys even more than us.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been. Hey, I'm not genetic anomaly, no. But no, I don't know. It depends on how you train.
Yeah,
I would say if you're a fucking idiot about your training and you just, you beat yourself to shit.
Yeah,
you're gonna hit you're gonna hit your ceiling.
Yeah,
pretty fast.
Yeah.
So it's like, do it slow, do it smart. Like, train what you can fucking recover from. Let's start there.
Don't overdo it.
Exactly. And then, like,
diet is really important. Make sure
your diet isn't shit. Your sleep.
I feel like these are all guidelines, though, that should be applied to gear too.
Oh,
Take it slow.
Well, people want to rush things,
This is my thing. Like, with my clients, with myself, anybody. If you want to do gear, you want to have a cycle, it shouldn't be like 4 different compounds.
No, you start with
one single thing
and see how that works, and then you go from there.
And then maybe next time you're going to do something else.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. Well, this worked really well for me, so I'm going to stick with this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try something else. Yeah. Oh my God, I fucking love this.
Yeah.
And over years, you understand what works really good for you, what doesn't work really good for you, what you can stack together, what you can't stack together.
Yeah.
Because guess what? It is different for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, if you throw too much stuff in the mix, you don't even know what side effects and what's working.
That's the problem.
And that's what a lot of people do. They think more is better, and it's not the case. You actually, less is better.
Yep. And you need to work your way up. It's like, I don't know, it's like people try to jump it in at an advanced level.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you need to fucking learn how to walk before you do a marathon.
They want to get there that quickly, and they think drugs are going to do it.
But that's also to say...
and that's why people look like men.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of women, because they don't do it right.
Yes.
But that's also to say, it's like, why are you, like, gear is not the answer, though.
I know it's not.
You have to have so many boxes checked.
Exactly.
Have you gotten your baseline blood work? Are you eating well? Are you training? Are you conducting your recovery?
Most of people's answer is no.
Get that down for a while, then think about implementing something into the mix.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I was natural all the way, because I did my first show when I was 19, and I think the first time I used anything, I was, how old was I? I think I was 24. 24 years old.
Oh, wow.
24.
Yeah,
I was 24. And that was actually right before the Emerald Cup. And I knew, because the thing is, I had a judge and a coach come up to me, and he said to me, you have potential to go very far. And this is actually after I won. I did a natural show in figure. And he said, you have the potential to go very far, and you have beautiful shape. But you're not going to be able to do this naturally. Like, I just don't see it happening for you. And I just kind of was like, at that point, I was just kind of like, I don't know, like, the risk and stuff. Like, I kind of had to have a talk with my husband and stuff. And then I decided to go that route. But it was very little. Like, I never, ever did, like, a lot of things, obviously, when I did my last show, there was other compounds in the mix, but I never took so much. And because I wanted to stay feminine. That's one thing, is I preach that with my clients. And the last thing I want, nothing against those who, if they choose, that's what they want to look like, whatever.
If you're comfortable with the side effects, that's your choice.
Yeah, that's your choice.
More power to you.
I don't love any sport.
Yeah, but
like,
for me,
enough for me to fucking risk that shit.
Yeah, but sorry, I
don't want my face changing.
I don't look in the mirror and still like how I look in the face. I don't want to, and I don't want other people to, well, you know what, I shouldn't even care about what the fuck other people think. But, I still want to feel, like
pretty
and look
yourself,
like a woman. Because the thing is, when you put on muscle, you know, you're going to feel a little bit more masculine, right? You're not going to feel as feminine because you have all this muscle. So I still want to look like I have an attractive base, and I don't want to, you know, I'm not willing to risk that, you know? And, you know, although I've taken things, I just try to be smart with it.
Yeah. And that's all you can do.
Yeah, and if I feel like I'm having too many sides, like I've talked to Chandler about this shit. I'm like, I'm coming off this shit.
Always.
I'm always telling her because, you know, because her and I, we talk a lot about gear and shit. I'm sure you guys have too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is my first time really meeting you today. But, so it's just, you know, it's definitely no trophy, no pro card, is worth your, you know, losing that. Because
if
10
it
years
is
down the road,
of importance to you. That's the key. If
not for me, but if it is for you.
If your femininity, the way you look, your hair, your face, if that is of importance to you, then you need to take into consideration what you're putting in your body and the effects that it can have on all of those things that you care about. Yeah. You know, like there are some things I don't really give a fuck about, you know, so I don't care if that happens, you know, and then there are other things where I do care about, and if I see things like that start to change, then gets cut off. We're moving on. We're trying something else. So we're going back to what worked great.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying. And I've had like clients I've worked with and stuff, you know, they'll come to me and they'll ask me, you know, like, you know, what I suggest for them to take or, you know, and I'll get them on the phone because I don't like to do the show over texting. Very rarely I will, maybe a little bit, but I'll get them on the phone. I'll kind of go over like, you know, the pros and cons, the side effects, you know, I'll tell them to do the research before, you know, because the thing is, you know, I could tell them something, but then if they don't do their research, they start taking something, you know, and they're like, oh my gosh, you didn't tell me you had this side effect or had, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, but it's also your own responsibility to learn that shit.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. They just, you know, and I get you want to trust your coach, but you're, at the end of the day, you're putting the supplement inside of your body, and you should
an illegal drug.
Yes, especially if you're taking, you know, any kind of androgens or anabolics.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really recommend, you know, I mean, there's actually some androgens that do okay with women.
Yeah.
Providing at low dosages, and I don't know.
It's all fucking individual, but like at the end of the day, it's like,
and it's based off your blood work too.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, say you have higher estrogen, right? Yeah, you might be able to get away with more of something that's like androgen based, like proviron or something, you know. But if somebody has really low estrogen, Chandler, you know, and then she's adding in like Letro and, you know.
Yeah, which I don't need that.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I don't need that.
But or, you know, certain other things, you know, that she might have more side, because remember we were talking about that. You know, me, when I'm in prep, you know, I need more anti-E's, like estrogen blockers, because, but the thing is, I keep my period until I'm a month out, then I lose it. Then I know, okay, my estrogens came down a lot.
Right. Damn. Where I don't even have a period in the off season.
Yeah.
So your coach or whoever's helping guide you with your gear should take those things into account.
Yeah, consideration. Yeah, absolutely. So, because your blood work kind of like, you know, goes off of like, if, like when I had a client, she got her blood work done, and I was like, wow, her estrogen's high. Like, you want to compete? And I'm like, we're looking at estrogen dominance right here, you know, and I'm looking at progesterone, and I'm like, okay, progesterone's actually pretty good. But, you know, I suggested, you know, Novadex, which Novadex isn't necessarily estrogen blocker, it's just serum, which is going to help get rid of reproducing estrogen in the body. And that helps, you know, a lot. You know, you could tell that she, you know, it helped her lean out. Obviously, the diet and cardio, but it definitely helped bring down the estrogen in those areas like your hips, glutes, things like that. Because us women, we struggle with that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're trying to diet down and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, it helps, but it also fucking...
It's like at the end of the day, like regardless of what you're doing, like you have to be happy with the skin that you're in.
Yes. Exactly.
And if you're taking shit and everything else is on point, you're going to change really fucking fast.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
So,
that's my favorite part of the year.
So it's either be really good or really bad. But like at the end of the day, you have to be happy with what you see in the mirror.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest.
Yep. And I've seen women neglect that and end up quitting because they don't like it.
Yeah.
I've gone through that kind of a little bit.
I literally thought about quitting last year after USA.
Shit. Yeah, she
I was
talking about wellness and shit.
Swear to God, I stopped training upper body. I stopped training upper body.
Holy shit.
Because I was so like, I don't know if I really want to look like this, you know, like
you can't fucking tell now. You're huge.
I know I'm huge. But I was going through my own thing, you know? And I think it's because I had seen so many friends of mine that were really big who don't like it anymore. Yeah. And now they're all fucking small. Mm-hmm. And it's like, damn, like I saw it a lot, you know? And so I was fucking in my head about it. I'm like, wait, is this ugly? Am I ugly? Am I not happy with how I look? But you know what? Like, I love muscle. Yeah. I was just talking earlier about how I love fucking big muscular men. Obviously, I like muscle, you know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm gonna like it on myself, too.
I've gone through that. Like, I went through that recently where I was just like, I don't know if I want to compete. And obviously, I'm not competing this year. I'm going to compete next year. But there's times where I put on clothes and I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm so like broad, like my clothes.
Oh, baby doll.
Everything fits like your torso, but not your like upper body and back.
I have to buy fucking large or like shirts and shit.
Let me tell you guys something. I put on fucking lingerie that I bought.
I don't want to fit her back.
I literally put it on and I was like this, right? Because my back was so sucked in.
So wide.
I was like, and then the boobs, the cups were huge. And so they didn't, I had no boobs for it. Yeah. So this was hanging open like this. I'm like, why?
Oh my
God. And I was literally like, and it ripped.
Suffocating your lap.
Completely ripped the lingerie. No, it did suffocate my lap.
Did you film that?
Do you realize like how big you gotta get those ones that like you can like,
Well, the only ones that work for me are the like around the neck.
Oh yeah, the halter style.
Yes. Those are the ones that work.
See, a lot of things don't fit me right. I hate it, and then I look like I'm short, and then I may look like this. I just look creepy.
You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
I can't even wear a dress. If I put a dress on, oh my god.
Well, so okay, I think what was affecting me at this time is we were going out more frequently. And I kept trying to find fucking outfits. And nothing looked good on me. So it was fucking with my head. I'm like, God damn it, I'm not hot. Like, I'm never going to look fucking hot. Yeah. And then eventually I just realized, like, I was like, okay, bitch, calm down. Yeah. Like, you're a little dramatic. Yeah. Okay, you're all right. And, that's how that went. But, I was going to ask you this when you were talking about Troy. Do you think being married gives you more, like, confidence and being more comfortable with getting bigger and more muscular?
Man, that's a tricky question. Well, you know what? I know my husband supports me with whatever I want to do. And he likes the way that I look. I mean, you already know. You don't leave me alone. Jesus. But, I mean, I don't mind if being a little bigger than I am now. Obviously, when I'm leaner, I feel more comfortable because it does, like, clothes fit me better. But when you're in your off season, you've put on weight, it's just everything's just tighter,
Yeah.
But I don't, I wouldn't mind getting a little bit bigger. I just have to also be careful because I am very short.
Right.
And being short, being big on a short, like putting more muscle on me is just going to make me look more stubby.
Yeah.
Obviously when I lean down, it's a little different, but I've seen a lot of short girls, and the problem is, thankfully I'm very symmetrical from top to bottom. But there's girls that will have like really short legs, and then they'll have a long torso. And they're really stubby short girls, or they're girls that they're short, but they have too much muscle, and they just look very like just too big.
A thumb.
Yeah, and I don't want to look like that. So, I guess, being my husband, I wouldn't mind being bigger, but there are times where, I do wish I was smaller, and I kind of miss that. Like, I'll be on Instagram, and I'll see, like, these girls, these, like, influencer girls, they're really pretty, pretty brunettes, and I'm like, oh my God.
In the outfit I could never wear.
Yeah, they're wearing such a cute outfit, and they don't really work out, but they are just beautiful still.
Yeah,
beautiful face, beautiful features, and I'm just like, man, I wish I could wear that. And then I'm like, fuck it. That's just not my genetics. Like, it's what I love. And that's what they love to do is show off their outfits, whatever. But,
I feel like no matter who you are, you're always going to look at someone and be like, damn, like, I could look like that. Yeah. I feel like even those girls, I'm sure, look at someone and like, I have seen beautiful, very thin, very beautiful women.
Yes, me too.
Tell me that they want my legs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you dumb bitch. What? I'm like, you do not want these fucking legs. You know, so I think there's always someone wants something.
Yeah.
You know, someone with short hair wants long hair.
Yeah.
Someone with long hair looks at someone with short hair and is like, fuck, you look great. I wish I could wear my hair like that. You know, you're always going to look at somebody
You're
else.
never going to be satisfied.
No,
ever.
No. So just
Even
love
if
the skin
you get
you're in.
that thing, you're not going to be satisfied.
You're right.
Yeah.
So what about you? Do you think being with Joe gives you more like, I don't want to say permission, but I feel like that, like just being more comfortable getting bigger.
You know, I'm going to be honest. Even before Joe, I didn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck about that.
Yeah.
You like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. But, like, I love looking fucking jacked.
Yeah.
I like the way that I look. And, like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize for anything about it. But, like, Joe loves the way I look. He fucking jokes all the time. He wants me to get to, like, fucking 190 almost.
Woo!
Hell no. He's like, you look so jacked if you, like, put it on clean. I'm like, no, motherfucker. I'm not.
I sense a
that.
muscle fetish.
Dude.
My husband loves big legs.
Yeah.
He'll
And,
tell
like,
me, yeah, he's, oh man.
yeah, I'm like 5'5".
Yeah.
I mean, maybe when I'm older,
Yeah.
or way more, I don't fucking know what the future looks like.
Yeah.
But, like, my cap right now is, like, 185.
Right.
I'm not getting above that. I can't do it personally. It's just not what I want for myself. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I've always been confident, so. What about you, Chandler?
You know, sorry, I was fixing that. So I was into bodybuilding long before I met Jason. I met Jason through bodybuilding. So I was always like, I always wanted to be big and muscular, you know, but I think I can't say because I've been with him for 5 years, you know, and when I first got with him, I was big, but I wasn't as big as I am right now.
Yeah.
And I think there's always that thought in the back of my head of like, if I was single, would it be harder for me to be married being this big? You know, like that, because it is something I've seen happen. I've seen friends of mine get married, get big as fuck, and their husbands leave them.
I've seen that too. I had a friend. That go through that.
So, and then now they're stuck with like, well, fuck, now I have to find a guy that likes me this big.
Or they're very, like, I had a friend that wasn't feminine. She lost all her femininity.
Is he in the same sport that she is, though?
Yeah, he was. He was a bodybuilder. Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I feel like it would be easier if you're in the same kind of realm, but it would be like, okay.
You'd think,
you know?
You'd think. But, you know, there's also a lot of, I actually think it's starting to change. I've noticed this in the past few years, but I've seen bigger guys with bigger girls.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. Or I've seen thinner guys with bigger girls.
But it used to be all big guys I never saw with big girls. It was always with tiny little,
like
little tiny. Yes, little tiny girls. And I used to look at that and be like, I don't get this shit.
Most bikini girls don't like a guy that big.
No, they don't.
When I was in bikini, okay, Troy was way too big for me because Troy was even bigger than how he was now. He was 240, 250.
Yeah.
You know, he's what, 5'6"? Yeah, he was way too big for me. I was like, oh man, I don't know. But then I always wondered, how would it be?
Hey, throw me around.
Yeah, I like man, it's a control, and I like
make me feel
small.
Yeah, he makes me feel small.
Throw me on the wall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does make me feel small. Actually, when I'm lean, I feel small.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't feel that small compared to him.
Yeah.
But when I see him next to other guys in the gym, I just laugh. I'm like, oh my god, that guy is so small and he's so big.
Yeah.
Jason always makes me feel small.
Yeah.
But
small enough.
That's the funny thing too. It's like dudes who I used to think were big are not big.
oh, you're right. That's
Like I need like
I'm bigger than the guys.
minimum and above, dog.
We had this conversation last night. If you're not Jason's size or bigger, you're not going to turn me on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just not. Unless you're like 6'4".
Yeah.
You know, like you're just a
then you have a big
dude.
frame.
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
But like
I need like at least minimum 50-pound difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be bigger.
100 would be great.
I think my husband is 100 pounds. Wait, no. Well, wait. He's 230. He's almost there. You know,
Yeah,
he's
see?
there.
You're living our dream.
I know.
He's almost there.
Nah, I like Jason. Yeah. He is. Jason also stays lean.
Yeah, he stays fairly lean year round.
So if he had like the chunk that I have in the off season, he'd be like 260.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's just fucking lean all the
Wait,
time.
how much does he weigh right now?
Well, he started prep, but he's not going to prep anymore, so I think he's down now to like 230s.
Yeah, I saw he wasn't prepping anymore.
Yeah, he decided.
Wait, how tall is Jason?
He's my height, 5'7".
Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He says he's taller than that.
I feel like he's taller.
No. Okay, I thought Flex was taller. It's because these fuckers are big.
So big.
They're like so wide.
That's why I'm cool with like the short dudes when they're big because they seem huge.
The
so
big
it's like
guys.
this is just right up my alley.
Yep. Yeah. I feel like to me, I have a width requirement. I don't think it's weight. I think it's width.
Yeah.
You gotta be like we're bigger than
If
you.
you're not uncomfortable in a commercial airplane,
Yeah.
we can't
I don't want
be
it.
together.
You gotta have a real big back.
If you don't have to turn sideways to get into the door, I don't want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
I can't with these guys. They just start, lifting and they have no back. Really, that's what's very attractive to me with a guy with a nice big
back.
Nice and wide. And
Yeah, I agree. Oh,
big legs.
They wrap you up in the legs, dude.
Oh, the butt.
The butt.
I love the butt.
How many times I slapped Jason's ass in a day? I'm like 50. I'm like, give me that ass.
It's never fair. Like dudes always have better asses than chicks. They're always so like high and
They're like round and
I know.
bubbly.
and you could sit a fucking.
And they look hard and they look hard and like
Yeah, it's like why doesn't my shit look like that?
Yeah, my shit don't look like that.
Mine does when I'm shredded.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like,
Yeah.
imagine that with like 5 more pounds of muscle mass.
Oh god, that would be so nice.
Yeah, my husband's ass stays nice and lean all the time, and it's
bounce a quarter off.
nice.
I love bodybuilder butts.
And when they wear jeans.
Oh. Okay, I don't know where I was. I was out, and we were with a group of bodybuilders, and they were in, like, jeans and stuff, and I was walking with, I don't know who I was walking with. This was a long time ago, and I was just looking at all their butts, and I'm like, God, I love bodybuilder butts.
Yeah, dude.
Like, they're just so, like, I just love it. Yeah, sculpted, that's the right word.
Just fucking carved in a stone.
Yep. The Greek
We
gods.
salute you. Thank you for your service.
Keep squatting, boys.
Keep doing those hip thrusts.
Oh,
I mean, my husband started doing hip thrusts with me now.
I fucking hate hip thrusts.
I don't
love
do
them.
them.
I mean, my butt has really grown a lot from them. I preach, I believe.
She's got a nice butt.
Yeah.
But my husband, I told him, I said, when we first met, right? I told him I made him do kickbacks with me. So I did kickbacks and shit. I don't do that shit. Well, I do it here and there, but I was like, I told him doing it. He's doing it. He's like, what the hell is this? I actually have a video, I think, from doing that. It was like forever ago. But I have him do hip thrusts now, and it's so funny. Like when he gets on the hip thrust machine, I'll like start laughing. He gets so self-conscious, and I laugh because it's cute. It's like but.
He thinks it's girly.
Yeah, because I told him, I was like, your ass get too flat. Get back
Yeah,
on that shit.
Jason needs to train his butt some more.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, if there's 2 lower body exercises I hate, it's hip thrusts and any sort of lunge variation.
I don't like lunges either.
I fucking hate them.
I despise lunges. I do them every fucking leg day. I do them 3 times a week.
They're amazing.
But I refuse to do hip thrusts.
Really?
I will not do hip thrusts.
Really?
Why?
Because, okay, my hip bones have no padding on them.
You
so
didn't put the little pussy pad on it?
It doesn't help. I literally have wrapped the pussy pad, a jacket, and another, the fucking mats.
Yeah.
I rolled the mats up. It bruises me every single time.
Why?
Because I literally, like, if you were to feel right here, I have the V. Like,
You could just get one of those 45-pound plates and just do that.
But see, it's not enough for my butt.
But at least you could do like high reps.
So I thought about getting those fucking bands and then doing like a plate and just
Yeah, they really help though. I mean, I preach that with all my clients and with myself. That's how I've grown my ass. It's not because squats didn't they've helped some, but it's for me. I mainly feel that in my quads. I don't I don't really see any kind of benefit as far as like after I squat. My glutes are a little sore, but when I hip thrust, oh my god!
And you're actually doing it for like you're targeting a certain area.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like if you're training a certain way for that, like there's tons of bodybuilders who don't fucking squat. Like
they're
do hack squats, like press.
There's so many other different like movements that are beneficial to building different areas.
I like abductors.
Oh, the good girl, bad girl.
Yes, that's what I like for my glutes, and I know that it's technically a piriformis exercise, but like that shit
I like that
fucks
shit.
my glutes up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, and by the end of it, like, my glutes are sore immediately.
Yeah. I feel it more when I fucking, it's like the fucking Instagram girl shit. I don't like get off of it,
Okay.
but I lean forward.
That's what I do.
Like in hip
That's what I
flexion,
do.
like I would do a squat.
That's what I do. I know. You mean you don't do the one where you're standing up and your butt is out?
Oh my god.
I know.
You guys do rope pull throughs?
I've done those. Those suck.
Those are great for with powerlifting, aren't they?
Yeah, I've used those to help like some explosiveness and shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Like
what I've
sumo deadlifts. So
like rubbing
I
my
like
butt.
them for my glutes. Yeah.
I think those are great for like the end after you've your glutes already fatigued and some band work is definitely beneficial towards the end. I mean, maybe a little bit warming up at the end after you're fatigued.
Yeah.
But when you see girls doing that shit the whole time, it's like
bands don't build an ass.
No, you're not. You need progressive overload, and you need to be breaking down the muscle tissue, not.
Yeah, I saw
it's like about burn, like get the best burn today.
Yeah, there was like a meme the other day. It was like doing that fucking kickback on the Stairmaster doesn't do what you think it does.
Oh no, it doesn't. I promise you, it doesn't.
That's just
no. I saw
unnecessary work.
I'm not being mean, but these girls come in the gym. I see these girls. They come in the gym and they literally lay down and they put these mats down or whatever, and they lay down and they start doing lying down like kickbacks or whatever with the band. And I was like, what the hell? And they're struggling. I was like, it's not even doing anything.
Nope.
The whole time. And I just feel bad because it's like, the problem is they see this stuff on social media.
Yeah.
Like, okay, how to build a butt, and then they go and do it, and then they're wondering why they're not progressing.
And half of them bought their ass.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah. So I think there's a little bit of a shift though, because I feel like more and more now I'm seeing more women start to like lift heavy weights.
I hope so.
In the weight room and shit like that.
I hope so.
Like, that's why I love Dragon's Lair.
I know. I love
that's a badass.
There's always women in there in the weight room. Like,
yes, every once in a while though, I'll be the only girl in there, but I'm always surrounded by a bunch of bodybuilders, so it's like it's not like I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Dragon's Lair also isn't like your typical gym.
No,
obviously there's Gen Pop people that go there, but
very few.
But a majority of the people are, because it's like it's a premium gym. There's a premium price point. If you want to do your fucking general shit, go to fucking
LVAC.
Yeah. Fucking
or go to the park.
Yeah, the Glowy Gym.
Yeah, exactly.
So
everybody has muscle that goes there.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
I love it.
Wow.
I know, it's cool, but it's also very inclusive.
It is.
Like, it's super inclusive. Like,
but I think that's also Flex's, like, that's what he wants.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was his goal with this gym, is to have a gym for athletes, but for every type of athlete.
Exactly. Which is super fucking
And that's why he's so, like, goes and talks to everybody and takes pictures with everyone, and I think he's done really well with that, because I feel very welcomed there.
It's not a douchey gym culture either. Like, there's not people in there taking off their shirts. Like, you'll see someone, like, posing.
But it's for, like, a video or something.
Yeah, or it's, like, their coach is right there, or whatever the fuck, or they're getting help from, like, the big bodybuilders, or, so it's, like, I don't know. It's funny, because the people that do try to take off their shirt in there are, like, either, like, the day passers or, like, the small.
The day passers!
I saw that today.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing lat pull downs wrong. But anyway.
So if you're gonna flex like that, do it right.
Literally, bro. Like, if you're gonna do a lat pull down with your shirt off, you better not.
I'm gonna see some fucking contraction.
Literally,
I want to see those muscles.
Like, okay, let's lower the weight and actually squeeze.
Let's grow this.
Yeah.
Come on.
No wonder your back is weak.
Yeah.
Okay. Literally, I'm like, you want to know why my back is bigger than yours? That's why.
Back is just
huge.
I just can't with her back. I just like every time I'm checking photos, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Every time I see this bitch in the gym and she's got like a tank top on or like wearing a sports bra and like doing upper body, I'm just like, what?
It's her lashes poke right out.
Yeah, it's so funny because I don't see myself from the back, so like I don't really know what you're talking about.
Like, I have a big back, but not like when everyone says how big my back is, but your lats like spill. You're like,
and it's not
way bigger
muscle.
I know.
Like, her back is like.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you.
But you know what? That's what you want in figure to be. You want a good back.
Yep. No, that's exactly what you want.
You gotta have a good back and figure. You can't have But I have noticed some of those pros that are winning. They don't even. You have better backs than some of these girls, and so do me. I don't know.
Well, thank you.
I don't know what's going on. Y'all need to get your shit together.
Yeah, I just got to get my legs to match my back, and then
I think you're gonna be there. If you get your conditioning down,
that's the point.
Gross.
That's the fucking
yeah,
that's all I want.
Because the fucking muscles there.
I feel like if I come in peeled the way that I want to come in, honestly, no one's gonna touch me.
Peeled and full.
Like, yeah.
Peeled.
If I know I'm capable of a look, but I just haven't been able to get that look yet.
Yeah.
And once I get that look, I'm not trying to sound cocky when I say this.
Talk a shit.
But I'm really gonna be like very hard to beat.
I'm
gonna be like
what
untouchable.
she means to say is it's over for you bitches.
Big clit energy.
That's what that's how I felt,
Yeah, and you were right.
But I believe you have to, once you believe that you can win, you will win.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta have that mindset.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that wraps up our second episode of Big Clit Energy. Thank you guys so much for listening. Arianna, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. Let us know how you guys like the podcast so far. If there's any topics you want us to cover, we'd be more than happy to oblige to that request. We got a lot of fun shit planned for this podcast, so stay tuned, guys. Thanks for listening.